Okay, so we're live. So why don't we just update on what's going on with each of us? Arun, you want to go first?
So, so I'm not sure what to say. I was walking through a Redux course on Egghead, so that's what I was doing today, and it's pretty awesome. So it's perfect for beginners. So I'm almost halfway through the course, and I hope I can work on something, using React and Redux soon for that.
Great.
So that's something I did today, and I'm trying to, maybe assign myself a couple of issues today to work on.
Mm-hmm.
I'm talking about Redux, of course.
You talking about what?
I'm telling that maybe I could pick a couple of issues to work on.
Yeah. No, absolutely.
Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can
Can you
hear
hear
you.
me?
Yes.
Okay,
Can you
great.
hear me? Yep.
So yeah, I hear you. Great. So I just hopped in. I was I wasn't working on anything, but I just thought maybe I should
Yeah.
be in the Scrum.
No problem. You're working on something, learning some stuff. That's always good. Uh,
Yeah.
yeah. Okay.
So that's it from me.
Okay. Good. Thanks for the update. Hinesh, how things going with you?
All good. For me, I'm just working on a PR for Cynthia. She's having issues with linking to her div for some CSS. It's quite a stage one actually. I'm looking into that, and I'm gonna merge your changes into my PR today as well.
Okay.
That's about it for me really.
Is the Cynthia one, is that a Met Plus story or?
A Met Plus.
Oh, okay. All right, great. Let's see. Yeah, so I went through Paul's story. He's working on the second page for the agency admin. So I made some styling changes for him to make what he did look like what Arun did for the job properties page.
Yeah.
There's probably differences stylistically between the agency admin page look and feel and the company admin, but let's not worry about that now. Let's get that in. And then maybe we can, if there are any differences, we can just have a small story created to reconcile any changes that occurred.
Yeah, most likely the color changes anyway. That's about it probably.
Yeah. Great. Good. So we'll get that done then. All right, great. Let's see. So Thomas, hi Thomas.
Hi, can you hear me?
Hey.
We can hear you.
Great.
Yeah.
Hi.
Thanks for joining the Scrum. So we're just going through and updating everybody on each of our activities. And I guess I'll go next, followed by you, Thomas. So what have I done? I've spent some time in the Swedish dog industry project. Sounds so silly when I say that. We had a good client meeting yesterday, and I'm working on a story this morning or this afternoon for that project. And I'm at Plus, like I said, I worked on Paul's PR for agency admin page. He had some styling issues, and I made some changes there to more closely align with the job properties page that you did, Arun. I also made a couple of minor changes to what you'd done on the job properties page, Arun, just to harmonize the two.
Mm-hmm.
Yep. Yeah, you can look at his PR to see some screenshots if you're interested. But anyway, didn't change it too much.
Sure. Let me.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. Okay.
Yep. And it's it for me. So Thomas, how are things going with you?
Pretty good. This is my first Scrum, so I'm excited to be here. So I've been working on the in Met Plus, the agency people view. And I submitted a PR this morning because I'm having some trouble with refactoring. And it's been helpful that I see there's other PRs with some UI stuff. So it's a good reference to kind of, like you were saying, get things across the board being the same. Mm-hmm. But yeah, I'm still working on that and looking for some help getting that finished.
Okay. Well, there's two ways we can do it. One is we could just connect up right after this and look at it. Another way would be to look at it offline, and then come back with comments in the PR and maybe connect up tomorrow.
Yeah, that would work best for me.
Quick question. What's the problems you're having with it?
Well, the one of the views in the PR, I uploaded a screenshot. So we have these kind of nav pills, these bootstrap nav pills, and they've been wrapping because of the size of the pills. And I tried a few things, but I'm not sure kind of what the best option would be to go for that. And then other than that, it's just fixing the drawing out the code. I think it's like
So you're just trying to get them all in one line, yeah?
yeah, that's how the wireframe or the sketches. So I was trying to.
Okay, this might be a quick fix. I'll pull down your PR and have a look.
Thank you.
Might be okay.
What if we could, make that text a bit small? It's a bit lengthy, So
Yeah.
your job seeker. One way of fixing it, maybe.
Yeah.
Yeah, there's a lot of words on each pill, so I agree. Maybe we can slim that down.
It will probably span a couple of lines, so we could work on the text.
Yeah,
Awesome.
take a whack at that too.
Actually, looking at it, it's a column 10. So if you change to column 12, that should fit in one line.
Sure. Yeah.
That will automatically shrink it down anyway.
Maybe between that, go into 12 columns and shorten
Yeah.
the text. That should do it.
Awesome.
We wanted to stack up when the viewport is less wide, but not out of the box, not on a regular browser. That's for sure. Yeah.
Is there any plans to go mobile on this, Patrick?
To do what? Go mobile?
Mobile.
No, not at this point. Other than you can use it on mobile. We haven't really checked it out in terms of the views. We didn't spend a lot of time worrying about that. But
Just having a thought, if the client decides to go to mobile as well, it's gonna be a lot of work to change it all.
yeah, well, we don't recommend that. We recommend staying on a browser, regular browser. There's just way too much stuff going on some of those screens to try to make it work. It just doesn't work very well. Sometimes for some apps, you'd almost have to rewrite it.
Yeah.
And do a native app or a hybrid app anyway.
Or a React front end, something like that.
Yeah, put a React front end on it.
Yeah, like that.
Just take a weekend to do that.
Yeah, exactly. Why not?
Straightforward.
Yeah.
Not a problem.
But yeah.
Interesting,
Yeah.
So Thomas, I'll hold off then. If you want to make some changes as suggested here, some basic stuff, and then once you update your PR, I'll go in and look at it.
Awesome.
I'll look at it anyway because I review all PRs.
Thank you.
See if there's anything else we can do.
Yeah.
I may also have some recommendations that come in from the styling we've been doing on the agency person page. I'm sorry, you're dealing with the agency. I'm talking about the company person.
Yes.
There's been some work done there. You've seen that PR probably, right?
Yeah.
Okay, so you've already seen what's been done there. Good.
Awesome.
All right. Well, if you don't get it resolved this afternoon or whatever, we can look at it also.
Yeah.
Maybe as a group tomorrow afternoon.
Great. Thank you.
Where are you located, Thomas?
New York.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm in Massachusetts, so we're in the same time zone.
Perfect.
London.
Inesh is in London, and Rune is. Where are you? I know you're in India, but the city?
City is Dindigal. I mean, you must not have heard of it, so I'll better provide it. Yeah.
I see. Okay, and you're like 12 hours away from me, I think, right? Something like that. What time is it there?
I thought it was 9 or something. It's 12:40 a.m.
Oh, okay. Then it's about 9:30.
Yeah.
Yeah, something like that.
But I'm not really in India in terms of biologically.
In terms of what?
I mean, I don't really follow the Indian time zone. I'm married.
Yeah. You've adapted to project time, I guess, as opposed to India time. Well, a lot of people do that, right? Do all the work at night.
Yep.
Not atypical for developers.
Mm.
Coder.
Yeah. All right, good enough. So anything else? Anybody has anything to talk about?
Patrick, can you connect up quickly on Cynthia's PR? There's something weird going on with the ID linking. I'll show you anyway once I share my screen.
Sure. Good look at that. Want to go ahead and do it right now?
Yeah, let me do that now.
Okay.
Okay, so on the PR, how she set it up? Can you see my screen?
Was that a question? Sorry.
Yeah, sorry.
What was the question?
Can you see my screen?
Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
So let me quickly show you here how it's all done. So I'll just refresh this page. There's 3 buttons here: application, job opportunity, profile. If I go to your applications, can you see it doesn't sit within the div? It links straight to the title and it goes underneath.
Yeah, I see what you're saying.
But it's linking to this div as opposed to the whole div itself. Because looking at our code, I mean, I can't see nothing wrong with it.
Why is that app ID there? What's that? What's being done with that?
This one here is to ID the whole div.
But
Originally
how's it being
she had
used?
it like this. Actually, what I'll do, let me just do a git checkout so we'll have the original file how it was before. Okay, so that's the original PR. Now if I refresh the page again, and again click into applications, it still does the same thing. But the question is, she's got the app ID set on H3.
That doesn't look right. That's for sure. There's no
No.
reason to have an ID on an H3 element. Well, that'd be pretty useless. I don't know what's going on with that, but yeah. So this is out of the box that we're looking at here.
Yeah, so this
Still
is
have
her
the same
PR. This is
problem.
her PR, basically.
This is production code right now that we're looking at.
I think it's let me share the PR number. Give me 1 second.
I thought Thomas is working. Thomas, you're working on the agency person homepage, right?
Yes.
This is job seeker, this one.
Oh, it's job seeker. Okay.
I'll just send the link to you guys now. So it's originally this PR. So she connected up with me. I said I'll have a look at it, but looks like it's another issue altogether. Not what I thought it would be.
Let's see. So what store is this? Is 533. Okay.
Yep, 533.
What exactly? The 533 does not have a description. What is she trying to?
No, I
What's
think
this?
it's 5.6. I think it's this one here, 5.6.8.
5.6 what?
5.6.8.
6.8. Okay.
Yeah. 5.6 is the PR number.
Yeah. Okay, that's better. Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, your application's Java. Yeah. So let's see. So what she's trying to do here is basically do what you have done and Arun has done with the tab panels, using the Bootstrap tab panel business. That's
The
what she needs to do, but she's trying to put some anchor in
Yeah.
an H3, and the button sends you to that anchor, and that's screwing everything up. That's the total. That's
Yeah.
an incorrect. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah. You and Arun both did that. Thomas is working on the same situation with the Bootstrap tab panel, for want of a better term, where you define the tabs, the pills up top, and then you have actions that occur when you click on a pill to go to a specific tab for each pill.
Yeah, it's much more neat.
That's what she needs to do. So I think you probably want to point her to either your story. Actually, once you get it in there and get it styled exactly, and we get it merged, I think that would be the best thing. Point her to that as an example of how to do it.
Maybe she just misunderstood the story. That's fine.
Yeah, the other thing is that her styling of her buttons, I think you were showing me they were blue or something. Can we look at that again?
Yeah. On here.
Yeah, so you also point out, if you would, that the active button has to be that, was it orange?
Orange, yeah.
And then the inactive are slight gray, I think.
Yeah.
I think Arun defined those, and they look fine. So she ought to be aligned with that as well.
I think the best thing to do in this case, if I pointed to Arun's PR, because that's already merged in, so you can literally duplicate that. Because that's the one I used anyway.
Yeah. Okay, you could use Arun's.
Because that's the original one, and then we just all branched off that sort of thing. Probably do that.
Yeah. Okay.
Yeah, that might
Arun's your job properties page is going to look a little different when Paul gets his PR merged to Arun. But you can look at the screenshots. Actually, if you want to pull in that pull request, if we want to look at that pull request there, Hinesh.
Sure.
Yep.
So look at the bottom. Yeah, exactly. There you go. So if you scroll to the bottom all the way. And then go back up. So I've got, like, I think 6 screenshots.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, so keep going to the top. We can go through that. Yeah, okay, so what I did here, Arun, actually, if we just scroll down, so this is the first agency admin page, and then we're going to look at the one that you did, Arun, to show you a little bit difference that I made.
So I did the one with job properties.
Yeah, it's in here. So keep going. There we go. So right there.
Yeah.
So I made your little add job specialty button. I made a little smaller to harmonize with what we did on the other agency admin page. I also dropped the glyph, the plus sign glyph, because I don't think we needed it. Kind of.
Yeah,
it was nice looking, but it's a little bit cluttery. You know, we don't need it. The button says everything you need to know. If the button didn't have text, a plus sign would be great, but we have the text.
Yeah.
And I think
superfluous, you know.
and I changed the margin on that button so it's negative, so it occludes a little bit into the unordered list div. It actually, I wanted that to be closer to the job specialty job skills buttons row. So I actually changed the margin on that. It actually has a negative margin, so it actually backs up in a little bit into the UL unordered list div, which is what I wanted to do. And if you look at the other agency admin page screenshots up above, you're going to see that that's have to go above that one. That one doesn't have a button. This one has a button, invite person. With your styling, the invite person was too low on the page before the table started as well. So anyway, I made minor changes there. But that's essentially
So
what.
you added a negative top margin, so to move to the top right. Okay.
I added a negative top margin, and I think a 20 pixel bottom margin, so the invite person wasn't right on top of the table header.
Okay.
So I fiddle with that. Anyway, that's the kind of thing that
Okay.
they all should look like eventually. So Hinesh, if you want to
Yeah.
do that and work with Cynthia, that'd be great.
Yeah, I'll put it into this PR, or even Arun's one, sorry, because then she can just use that as a base and go from there.
Yeah. And I think your PR is a good example too, because I think we simplified the tabbed pane thing.
Yeah.
We removed a lot of classes that weren't doing us any good. There was a lot of clutter there.
Yeah.
I think it's
So actually what I'll do, I'll fix that one tonight, get that merged up again.
okay. Perfect.
Keep it on it. Probably get merged in tonight, actually.
Great. Okay.
Then I'll
Good.
pick up another.
Well, thank you for
we'll go-
helping her out. I
No
appreciate
worries.
that. Cool.
It's hard. I know what it's like when you start coding. It's a bit difficult.
Yeah. And if I need to connect up with her as well, I can do so. But it's tough because she's in Kenya, so time zones are really a problem. But
Yeah, because I just connect up with her on Slack. That's the best thing, really.
yeah, you're closer in time zone to her than I am. That's
Yeah.
for sure. Being in the UK. Yep. All right. Great.
Okay. I'll do that.
Sounds good. Okay. Anything else?
Yeah, so I would like to get some issues to work on. So I need to grab something. So I'm looking at the waffle board right now.
Are you interested in a wiki ed or a Met Plus story?
MedPlus, I'm sorry, MedPlus. I haven't
MedPlus?
yet done the issue that I took. So I'm talking about MedPlus right now.
Gotcha. Okay. Yeah, we could spend some time on that. Let me get the waffle board up so I can see what we're looking at there. How about if I share my screen real quickly?
Yeah.
Okay.
How do I take the presentation now?
Yeah, you're still presenting. I'm sorry about that. I just turned it off. So you're not doing that anymore. Let's see. So there's a couple of issues. I think you like algorithmic type stuff, right, Inesh? I'm sorry, Arun. You like working at algorithmic
Oh,
logic?
I'm not really good at it. Yeah, I like to know myself only.
Well, there's still some UI redesign stuff. Like anything that says navigation on it is still ready to go.
Yeah, actually, I like to work on writing some tests. Maybe I see a lot of issues
Yeah,
with
it's
writing
quite a
some
few of them.
aspect tests. I know. I'm looking at the bottom of the ready column. So I see a lot. Maybe I'll pick something in them. I'll write tests.
Yeah, you could do that. Absolutely. Yeah, any one of these are game. Let's see, ask test for test controller. So I think we've only got like 70% coverage for this particular controller. So that would be a good one to look at. Application controller. These are standard application pundit policies out of the box that the controller specific policies default to if we don't override them. But it would be good to get them tested.
Okay, so I'll pick it. I'll take it.
Okay. So yeah, if you want to work on one of those, and once you're done with that, if you're interested, I did open a couple of stories yesterday. And these are having to do with the job search. And basically,
So we are using Ransack, right?
there is, but the problem is not Ransack. It's more the way we're setting up the search for this particular one anyway. So let's see. So that's actually probably a search problem there. And this one here, find companies regardless of job status. So what's this one? Currently, the search formula is company selection of those companies with at least one active job. We need to see all companies for all active companies with at least one job, regardless of job status. And the way that would look, let me just give you a real quick idea of what that might look like, or why that is. Where are we now? We're at companies. Excuse me, jobs. We need to be at jobs, don't we? Too much stuff going on here. Let's see. It's our index page. So here's the form that's used for searching in jobs.
Mm-hmm.
And it's actually in the index page for jobs, which is where our job search form and the job search results are actually comprise our jobs index page. So the problem with that particular story, which it says we're only selecting companies with at least one active job, but we should select all companies with any job, at least one job, regardless of whether the job is active or not. The source of that bug is here. We're building a collection for selection. And we're calling this method all with active jobs. So we're getting all companies with one or more active jobs.
One or more jobs, right? So we don't care about the status, right?
We want to make sure that they have at least one job, but it could be a job that's revoked, it could be filled, etc. So we want to see all companies, not just limit ourselves to companies with active jobs. That was the design intent when I first wrote this, but I think it was too restrictive. Because eventually they might want to see companies that they've been active in the past, but all their jobs have been filled. They haven't posted a job recently, but we still want to see that company in the search results.
So let me clarify something. I'm sorry for interrupting. So let me clarify. So I just have to make sure that I'm selecting companies which have single jobs. So we don't care about the status, right? So it's not. We don't want to pick only the active jobs.
Exactly. We want all companies for each of which has at least one job. So regardless of the job status. Whereas this is selecting all companies which have at least one job. All of the jobs, though, involved with that selection are active. So we limit this selection to active jobs. So if a company only has one job and that job has been filled, it's not active, it's filled, then it won't show up in the list of companies for selection with this method being used.
Yeah.
Make sense?
Yeah, I see what it is. Yeah.
Yes. Anyway, that's a good one, I think, because that's a bug. I marked that as a bug. The other one's a bug as well. I found that out quite a while ago, and I just got around to creating stories.
I understand the other one, the first one. So the other issue, which is a bug again. So job search form.
Yeah, 595 is that one.
No, I'm talking about 596. 596. The other one.
This one.
Isn't that simple? Maybe. So, we just have to write a scope which picks, active companies or something like that. I'm not sure.
Actually, I think you could probably fix them both in the same way, because what this says is we don't want to search on companies that are non-active. So here, we could, whatever we do here to build this collection, we can make sure we select companies with at least one job, regardless of status, and each such company is active. It hasn't been, I forget what the status is of a company that's not active, maybe inactive, but so I think you could kill off both of those bugs with a change here, with this logic change.
Might be a quick fix, yeah.
You'd have to write another method probably in the company model to do that.
A scope, maybe, yeah.
Yeah, probably. This actually might be a scope for all I know, but but yeah, they're basically related. I put in here this is related to 595, and the other one points to this story. So I think they really, while you're in there, you could solve both things at one time.
Sure.
The reason I bring this up is that you mentioned testing. The key thing, both of these are fairly easy to fix. The key is building some tests so we confirm that we fixed it. And we don't show companies that are not active. And we do show companies if they have one job that's revoked, but no active jobs, that kind of thing.
Okay. Yeah, makes sense. So I myself good.
Yeah, and there's a whole feature on searching for companies, search jobs feature right here. So you could just probably add to this Cucumber feature.
Oh, let me
And
see.
also,
Okay.
you could, yeah, not to belabor it, but you will, oh shoot, I lost my form. Whatever method you use there to, getting back to that. So whatever, you're going to have to write some good tests for whatever method you end up putting in here to select the companies for selection. So there's some unit tests associated with whatever method you replace this with. And then there's some Cucumber tests to look at the search results based upon your test objects that you set up to confirm that you include the stuff you expect to include and you don't include the stuff we don't expect to include.
Got it.
Okay, good. Aren't you glad you asked?
Yeah, it's fine. So I just have to write some a couple of model specs and Cucumber tests, right?
Patrick,
Yep.
I've asked Cindy to join so we can just show her how Owen's code while we're here.
Oh, yeah, that's
Yeah.
right.
If you just share your screen.
Oh, she dropped.
Then.
Oh,
Yes, I think she has connection problems.
I think she'll be back at that.
Another challenge.
Yeah. Let me point it to the PR, probably easier. She comes on again.
Were you just slacking with her and telling her that we were talking about her?
Yeah.
Yep.
It's easier just to explain it while we're here.
Sure.
Oh, I guess she has connection. Let me just point it to the PR, might be easier.
Yep.
Ah, she's online.
Oh, good.
Hi, Cynthia.
Hello.
Hey. Okay, so
Yes.
the PR sent you on Slack. That's the one you need to duplicate, basically.
Yeah.
Hi, Cynthia.
Hi.
What time is it where you are?
It's 10:32 p.m.
Oh, 10 p.m.? Okay. Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
That's not too bad.
So I added the 3 buttons. I don't know if you can see my screen.
Yep, I can see your screen.
Yeah. So after adding them, there's some problem here. I don't know. I can't.
Are you on the? Have you branched off the latest development?
Sorry?
Have you branched off the latest development branch for this PR?
Yeah. Sorry, I can't hear you correct.
Can you hear me?
Yeah? You asking?
Yeah, I was going to say, did you branch off the latest master, sorry? When you,
Yeah.
okay. I'll give you a login and you can see Arun's PR.
Okay.
So that's the one to duplicate, basically. It was agency admin, yeah. you log out and log in with that user with the normal password, you'll see the screen. It was the agency admin, right, Arun? Sure, it was actually, yeah.
It's pets_admin at medplus.org.
Yeah, I think that's the one you changed, isn't it?
Yeah, pets. Let me type it.
Yep, I think that's it. Petsadmin
No.
at medplus.org, right?
Yeah. I think that was the page you changed. We'll find out in a minute. Okay, if you go into admin, you drop down at the top there. And I think it was job properties.
Yep.
Yeah, job properties. So this is how your PR should look, basically. You see the two buttons at the top there. They're tabbed. So if you click on job skills, that's how yours should look. It shouldn't be linking to the divs, if that makes sense.
Yeah, it does.
Yeah, so if you go into the, basically just duplicate this page into your PR and then you're good to go.
Okay. I'll look at it.
Yeah, I think that'll point you in the right direction. Correct, Patrick?
Yeah,
I
thank you.
think so. Again, I changed the design a little bit for Paul's PR that's yet to be merged, but it's close enough.
Yeah.
So, is it Cynthia? Is that correct?
It's Cecilia.
Cecilia.
Ah.
Okay, that's why
Yeah.
Hinesh gave us bad information.
There's another speaker. I'm very confused.
So Cecilia, so I put a link into the chat for the Hangout.
Yeah.
Take a
Yeah,
look at
got
that.
it.
So that's on the Bootstrap site. What we're using is tabs, JavaScript-driven tabs for this. So when
Okay.
you click on those buttons at the top, there's actually a little JavaScript that's changing the tab below the buttons to show the content linked to from each of those buttons. We're calling them pills because they're styled as Bootstrap pills rather than buttons, but they're buttons. So what happens is you click on each button,
Okay.
the div below is swapped out for a new div that contains the content for the button that you clicked on. And so we're using a little magic from Bootstrap, which is these JavaScript-driven tabs. We're not actually writing JavaScript. We're using styling and classes so that Bootstrap can do that swapping from tab to tab for us without us writing explicit JavaScript. So it's got some JavaScript going on in the background. But take a look at that and then look at the PR that Hinesh pointed you to, or you could look at Paul Kasten's PR as well, which is yet to be merged, which has got the same logic. And you can see how we're exploiting these Bootstrap tabs.
Yeah.
Yeah, so that's the start. We noticed that you put in your buttons, you put in a link to the H3 element, which is the title of the content area, but that's not the approach we want to do. But you'll see it once you look at the Bootstrap page, get a little exposure to that, and then look at the PR code. It'll make sense to you.
Thank you.
And if you can run into any more problems, and you probably will need a little bit more help, it certainly would not be atypical.
Yeah.
Reach out to any one of us. Hinesh is right there. That's great. I'm glad he connected with you, or anybody else, and we'll help you through it.
Okay, thank you.
You're very welcome. Nice to meet you.
You too.
All right. Take care. All right. Anybody else have anything?
No, all good.
Yeah, no.
All right. Thanks for pulling Cecilia in, Hinesh. That was useful. That was great. All right. Well, we'll say goodbye for now. We'll connect up tomorrow.
All right, perfect. See you tomorrow.
Bye now.
Thank you, guys.
Thank you.
Bye.
Bye, guys.
Right.
Bye.
Bye.